I'm just kind of pissed. I got Roquan Smith up to an X Factor, Jalen Rager up to an X Factor, Carson Wentz up to an X. Oh my God.
Gursteinen und Ratten. Gornstein. Woods. Hi guys. Y'all still playing that shit? Motherfucker. Und Steinen aus Juden.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 27, Kareem.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down now, it's Hunt, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Huh? No fault.
He's got his tight end on the corner.
What?
Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yard line.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Tackled at the 20.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Switch.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there. 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It's a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but
Fragmentation,
it winds up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10.
Y'all put
Now Hunt. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 6-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Play action. Horn. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Horn.
Come on, throw the ball.
Near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Hey, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 2nd down, Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Yards on the play. 1st down, Chiefs.
Off the play fake. Horn. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like the thought process. There, they connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be third down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Running is Swift, and this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jordan Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
They'll take over first.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Horn. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jalen Rager. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Why you
It's
said
been very
it?
much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
What are you doing? Pick the ball!
Be lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Fucking defense, man.
Here at the outset of this drive, they forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Bro, did you just see that, bro?
Yeah, bro.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking deep downfield.
Give me this shit,
For
nigga.
the third time here this half,
Chase
it's
play footing
intercepted.
and getting that.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a
A
touchdown,
lineman versus a
Reverse.
when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 12.
30-yard line, second and 12. Here's Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right,
We
and
need
they
a
look
fight
the
night,
same,
bro.
whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Edmonds on the tackle.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Oh no, that was so nice.
Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 34.
56 to Mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
From the gun, Horn. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
To number 82. Touchdown, Kansas City.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every
Yo!
touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team
Let's
has had, I just
go!
continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do
That's
the
about a
analysis.
bounce.
That's a-
Aren't we both?
Yeah.
That's a
Why
catch.
shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout
We
the
call
year.
this a
We've
catch.
seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team.
That's
has
a
grown.
catch,
His
boy.
confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3,
I want the Broncos.
I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a
I'm tired of wearing red. I want to wear
on this
orange.
drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. They'll get 3 as the drive continues.
Wait.
It's a first down.
CJ, are you switching
And we've
conferences?
hit the 2-minute mark in this first
Yeah,
half of
I thought- I don't know,
action.
yeah,
And a
what's the
reminder, once we hit
conferences? Are we doing
halftime,
this
as we do
already?
all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all
Yeah,
the
I know
stats and
me and
scores
Coach.
from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker
I know
in
me
the
and folks
business.
gonna do
The
the same.
coach.
Come on, bro.
He's gonna air one
Come on,
out.
bro.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
He keep on throwing the same route like
in the
when
first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, Back in the good old days,
The mid is
probably
a
back
sick
before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he
Yeah.
might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But now, the patience level.
Heavy
Oh!
traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down
I
at
threw
the
it too.
10.
Come on, bro.
And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
You may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch. Nowhere.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Catch it, Rager! Damn!
For the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Second interception for him now here in his first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much is confidence start to become effective?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
First and 10.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back seven, phenomenal.
Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
For what reason? Who?
Off play action. Horn.
Kind of funny.
He's got his man in stride. Complete.
I thought it was because this is the 5th year.
For a Kansas
For some
City
reason, all
touchdown.
you Jews seem to
A big play
want to
there.
redraft every time we
With
hit
his
year
second
5.
touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead.
I'm
They
just
know that no lead is
participating,
safe
bro,
in this
so I
league,
honestly don't
so they
care
decided to
what you
try
think.
their best to get one more as they headed into the half,
Participating,
and they
bro.
got it done.
To kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin
Y'all
Hopkins will
have
kick it away.
drained the joy of playing Madden.
And he'll get it up just past the
clean him
20
up.
as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
You gotta wait a
Colts
second.
come to the line ready to start their next
I
drive.
gotta,
You're under a minute to go in the
digest.
half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you
Second,
think they'll
second.
play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the
Is
clock,
that the
look
only
your
question
wins
you
at the
have for me,
half,
Lou?
and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But
Nah, I gotta
there's
wait.
also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
What's the finalized decisions?
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
What's going on?
On fourth down on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go four verticals because why not?
Because
Whose choice was that?
You're just feeling it.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll see down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports.
Radio Raheem?
Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
I'm not stressing myself out.
And that'll carry over the back line, the end zone for a touchback.
Get it. So y'all doing this tomorrow? Huh? Well, I mean, yeah, that's cool. But people start to join.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces.
They got set up there.
Losing 7 yards on the play.
They got set up
and
there.
It'll be a second and long.
What do you call it? Bullshit. Scheme, yeah. So that your team is drafted the way you want it to be drafted. No, it'll let you set up a scheme, though.
Back to throw. Horn. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his man complete.
I need to get my swag right
now. Way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Number 82.
A big play there. 82 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance.
So
and
have y'all,
putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that.
What's bringing
Truly
this about?
leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headline.
Oh, she said you quick.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
That's on my people too.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because of zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel.
Yeah,
I wasn't even talking about you, bro.
Hands.
I wasn't even involved in the conversation.
Off the play fake. Horn. This is caught inside the 15.
That motherfucking day you slid out there.
In for a Chiefs touchdown.
Bro.
A big play there. 46 yards.
You slithered through that door,
thanks
bro.
to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6.
40 extra point.
That nigga was like a fucking
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
To score.
That nigga was a tiger
42.
hunting a gazelle.
Colts
What'd you
3.
say, QB? Oh, he can sliver. He slithered. Slithered right on through there.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
That was a fair one, right?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive,
4 yards.
that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a 5-yard gain. They'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now moving.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the
Okay,
backbone of this offense.
That's the point. You didn't need
Everyone's
to
going
talk
to
to
be a
me,
big hitter,
nigga.
but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
53 is the mark. 50.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They
So
did
y'all
indeed. He
niggas
delivered the
choose
tough
their teams
yards.
beforehand, not right after.
He was able to
right?
shed one tackle,
So they
but
can try
could
and pick
not
the
get
best
away
team.
from there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take
Yeah,
that kind of a
so
run,
you can
all
create
right? It
you
was
can
kinda
create the
stacked
league
up,
and do the draft
found a
and then
little
just lock
bit of
everything
yardage,
so people
and
pick their
frankly,
team.
they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the
Just got so
coordinator.
pressed to do it.
Shit out of here, coach.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on.
Yeah,
It's
that's
3rd
what
down.
I'm saying.
They head to the
Oh, I
line
get what you're
facing
saying.
a
It's that
3rd and
people could go in
7
and
following
look
the
and see who got
incompletion on
drafted.
2nd down.
Just give people to the end of the night to pick their team.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Come on,
He's
bro.
gonna jump back and
Goodness,
forth and
another
all that
interception.
bullshit.
Picked off down near the 5.
Oh!
He goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, I think
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that
I
margin
think
a
the
bit
conference
further.
is.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will extend this big lead.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot
I
at it
could
now
be
as this
available in
one's
about
in the air.
10 minutes.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Gonna press X.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
53, Mike.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line.
Didn't you two?
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down
Oh!
says the side judge, incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And
So you're not gonna be the Cowboys?
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, Do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
He'll let this go for the end zone.
Hello.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone.
And then you shank it. It's tough.
They're not giving up anything to him. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Thank you.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved.
Where you finna go?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun. Horn trying to lay one up deep. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Number 82.
A big play there. 60 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Taylor
Here's
has one.
Hopkins now for the extra point.
Taylor has one, doesn't he?
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Chiefs 56.
Yes.
Colts 3. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Off play action. Horn. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Damon Arnett picking it off.
Wow.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
You know what? Why don't you just
And
start
he will
over?
score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far. But a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described.
Put them in
They get a
division,
nice
yeah,
play
yeah.
there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better
Yep.
about
Oh, yeah,
themselves
go
after
for that,
that.
yeah. Yeah, I come on over.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point.
Jaren.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point. And our score stays right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Damn, it's still in the third
Anthony
quarter.
muffs it. It's loose.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They're open.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick 6, and they decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this
his answer
drive.
changed now.
And probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
He said, you know, Auburn. And he was like,
yeah, not a problem. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run here with Swift. And this one goes nowhere.
They sold out for the run.
Back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Horn. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, know what's funny? I get a friend that's an Eagles fan, and he says that they don't like the Eagles.
From the gun, Horn.
Ah, that hurt.
He was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Intended for number 82, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Horn. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction, it may have been a fumble.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards.
Bro, put me with Logan. I'll trade. You can play with easy, bro.
And the incomplete pass on
Fuck no, put me with Logan.
A big play here, 3rd and 10. He may try and run for this.
Who said put me with Corey?
Mark him down short.
Who said put me with Corey?
By about a yard, if that. 9 yards that time on the keeper. Brings up
Let's go,
4th down. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
A 55-yard attempt.
And this is going to wind up left.
I got
well
it.
struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. It's David Arnett picking it off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Yo, that nigga Logan funny as hell.
Down play.
You lying, bro.
Man, shut your ass.
Throwing on 1st down. Horn. This will be caught inside the 10. He'll head out of of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Bro, that nigga like 6'8".
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 8 on
He
the
fighting
keeper
Jake
there.
Paul?
It'll be 2nd and a
Yeah.
couple. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's their quarterback.
Why would he try to fight
His
that
first
nigga?
touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
Justin
They
Hopkins.
seemingly just continue to score at will. And
Jake Paul has like
as great as it's been for the
25
offense, you gotta
fights
feel for
under
that
his belt.
defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the
Bro,
game.
that
with
fight
the
about to be
will
trash
win.
too.
But one team
A
has
bunch of
obviously
dancing.
imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're
I
seeing
mean,
right
that's
now,
easy, man.
wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
With me. That's competition right there. That's competition.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
No, it wasn't. We was watching those games like, oh, this is a good game. Don't play like, don't play him like that.
4-yard line.
He'll try and run it.
Come on, cuz.
He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Another
And
day,
he'll
another
take this
dollar, baby.
into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
What are you discussing?
So the face
If
mask
Justin
quite a
and
blessing there
Logan
as they'll start
is
out
good
harm's way
competition.
with a 1st and 10.
Justin and Logan.
Yeah.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Yeah, I can't say that Logan's on the same level as Justin.
And he is out of bounds inside
All right, bro.
the
Well,
30.
just put me with
He'll get
Logan.
3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Wow,
and
Here's
I'm
a
not
2nd
saying
and
it.
7.
I agree, Justin. You're better than him.
And that'll be
Look, bro.
incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so.
All right, bro. Okay, Justin can go with easy, not go with low.
On that play, they run successful.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they'll get back free, but this remains
I'm just saying he complaining about free XP.
On the grand scheme of things, those
we can't lose out on the Colts,
I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Let me go with Logan.
They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, so make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaron taking his Ravens back.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take
I kind of
them out,
agree with Lou.
They're not as worried and concerned about getting him out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And his pass is intercepted.
I don't care what he is. I'm not losing it on YouTube.
Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference. Meet it head on.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31.
Nah, he got his ass whooped by that other dude, that black
dude. To the 41-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10 again from the 41. Off play action. Horn. Looking for Reagor again. This time he's got him. And now look at this. Big game, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it. And not
Antonio Brown got that retouch
while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to get this one.
You catch one of them haymakers, you going down.
Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning.
So is it because he made your nigga race look stupid?
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was low-key hurt at that, too. I was like, yo, black ass, man. How you gonna lose this out-of-shape ass white boy, man?
They're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're gonna stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop.
I don't care, bruh. That body, and he's built like a fucking potato. He's built like a potato. Stop it. Stop it.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just
that nigga built like a sack of Idaho's best.
Touchdown This thing is ugly.
Hey, yeah, he whooped my ass because I don't box. But that nigga Wilder is 6'8",
so if you're going to play this team in the future,
280 pounds of solid muscle, and he got beat by Joe from the fucking corner store. Fuck out of here, man.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end
zone. Hey, I don't care about that. Bro, the way that nigga looks, he could have been running through a vat of quicksand with ankle weights on and a fucking bulldozer chasing him. And he still should have knocked his fat ass out. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Bro, that nigga has no muscle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
No, I can hear y'all.
That nigga had, what ounce of muscle does he have?
Steps away to his left.
Okay.
Wait, so you and Lou? You and Lou?
Brought down there. The heavy set out there, 3 times.
I wasn't calling you out. I was just throwing out ideas since nobody else was.
Now it's Hunt, and he's going to be stopped short of a first down. Get to him at about the 33.
You can take it as me calling you out. There,
it's going to leave him with a 4th down. The offense
I'll take the 2 wins.
They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Oh.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is
hey, whoa! We're not.
Why
you guys taking to the white people shit?
Had to go for it with such little time.
Hello.
And the Chiefs will have the football back.
You played that. You played the white trump card right away. What else you got to go? You can't be my space partner, bro.
Yeah. So come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You can't throw your big trump out like that right away. Come on, man.
Play fake.
Oh, you white. What's up?
And he'll take this into the end zone.
Fuck this game.
We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that
No question. What's going on, Ike? What's going on, Pimp?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.